field planner, and so I teach field orientation. I also teach an orientation for field instructors who are working with our students. It's more of a professional development opportunity, and additional courses as they sort of fit in. That's my primary responsibility. There are 2 field practicums, and one is a foundation year placement and one is an advanced year placement. And so the way it's constructed sort of pedagogically at this point is that students complete all of their foundation year coursework, and then they go into placement, and their placement is a foundation year generalist practice placement that is supported by all of the courses that they just took. And then once they're finished with that, they take their advanced year courses, and then they're in an advanced placement that is supported by all of their advanced year courses. So that's kind of a structural layout of what that happens. So during the last 6 months of their courses for each their foundation and their advanced, they're working through a field planning process to prepare them to actually go into field. You know, the basic pieces that we look at are, can it meet the objectives? So there are learning outcomes and objectives for both the foundation year as well as the advanced year. And so when we're taking students through the orientation course, we're going over some of that. So, you know, what kinds of placements should you be looking for? What kinds of conversations will you have in your interviews based on, this is what I have to learn? Do you have activities that will allow me to learn these things? So that's how the conversations start. And so thinking about an approved placement starts way back from the beginning of sort of what that's going to look like. So there are a number of different kinds of agencies and settings that can work. We're very creative. So, you know, especially, you know, thinking of a foundation year placement where many things, it can be a school system, it can be a jail setting, you know, very, very different kinds of types of organizations, as long as it's able to meet the learning objectives and of course the 18 to 20 hours a week, and that it's over an 8-month period of time. So everybody kind of has to agree to the basic parameters. It's really the cornerstone of their education. It's when they get to put into practice everything that they've learned and think about it critically and have that 90 minutes of time with a practicing MSW to be able to help synthesize all that information. So they're in, you know, a human behavior class, they're in a policy class, and they're learning about theories and history, and here they are in practice working with clients, and now, okay, how does that work? What did I learn in that class? And is that actually happening in practice? You know, where are the gaps? What's missing? What's my role as an MSW, you know, sitting at the table that is different? Now that I have all this education and this knowledge, how do I put that into practice? What does it look like? So it's really how everything comes together and the learning is really synthesized. You know, I think the biggest piece is that we pride ourselves in having one program that's offered 2 different ways. So it's offered on campus, it's offered online. We're always trying to, you know, sort of bridge, if there are gaps in that, you know, kind of bridge those gaps and really deliver a comparable, you know, program. So that's one of the pieces. The sheer numbers of students that we have all over the world is pretty remarkable. And in the settings that they're in, you know, I have students, active military students, you know, who I have Skyped with in full gear in their tents in, you know, Afghanistan, who are looking for field placements. And that is really remarkable on many levels, you know, to see that the students are, you know, transforming their lives from sort of one practice to another, and that we can make that happen where they are, you know, all over the world, and that they're connecting with each other. So it's not just, you know, with us, but that piece. And then I'll say the other big piece is UNE's part of its core mission, which is social justice, the School of Social Work, and that is, you know, every School of Social Work has a different not spin, but focus, mission, vision, and that social justice piece is at the core of UNE's program.